Life is a great teacher, and psychotherapy can accelerate the lessons that life would otherwise teach. The lessons are that it never works. They never can sustain the relationship which is based on this idea that somebody will never leave them or will never disagree with them or never disapprove of them. It just isn't going to happen. Now, when you get a treater involved in this, the same thing can happen. There's high hopes that this is a person who's going to really care, but the hour ends, they go home, they have their own life. It is inherent in the therapy relationship that there are limitations of availability and shared attention with other people. Some patients get reconciled to this, and they create relationships which are not so exclusive or where their hopes are not so high. But part and parcel of that often is some kind of depression that's associated with that they will never, ever get what they feel they really need, and that they have to settle for many relationships that are more stabilizing. Each of them serves some of this function, but none of them is really, really fulfilling. So it's the unusual borderline, but it can happen, who can get into a relationship which is truly corrective of this basic handicap. It can sometimes occur through a stable partnership with another adult, a few times with therapists, but largely it's the therapy relationship is a springboard for doing better in the outside world, and you might be able to get a partner in the outside world, which really is fulfilling, and after a period of time, your attachment becomes stabilized and more secure. Sometimes it happens when someone with borderline personality disorder has a child, and the child provides a corrective relationship. It's a kind of non-contingent relationship where they really can feel fulfilled, and they take into themselves a better sense of themselves as a good person, and that then gets internalized. That's the word I was looking for. That makes them more secure in their other relationships. But it doesn't happen that often. I think inherent in what I've said is there's a lot of good luck. You find a partner who is really able to manage the vicissitudes which occur in the first couple of years of feeling rejected unnecessarily, perceiving anger when it isn't there, being very overreactive to criticisms, and but sustains it, and over time the person learns to trust that person, and in the process of that corrective relationship internalizes the idea that maybe I'm basically okay, and maybe I'm not such a toxin. And that's the way it would occur with a child also.